the season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Ty Jerome out there with Hardaway. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. Miami with the ball, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
So, RJ, one of the stories for the Lakers last season were the strides that Austin Reeves took as a player.
Reeves increased his scoring averages, going from about 16 points a game to over 20. He is a steady source of offense, and I don't think there's any argument that he is one of the best bargains in this league.
And here's Adebayo outside. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
From past the arc, the shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Reeves has got 12 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And here is Milton, following the three-pointer by Bam Adebayo. Reeves gets the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Miami shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Launches it, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
There's Hero with the three, and the Heat another three.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
And this guy is a competitor. I love watching Reeves answer the call like this.
Here's Jovic. And again, it's Miami with a three.
And an amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Memphis. Sinks the three-pointer.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counter-puncher. Hit him with a three, and he is coming right back at you.
Hits it from three-point range.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Doncic outside. Pass to Milton. Lets the three fly, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Adebayo finds Wiggins, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The three ball, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Miami Heat.
If they watch film, they knew this was coming. But it's like the storm rolling in just surprised them.
Yeah, it's hailing threes, and there's nowhere to run for cover. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Check it out, Los Angeles. This is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy. You're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dalton Connect.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Hachimura out there with Dalton Connect. And it's Koloko in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
So it's the Lakers now, following the miss by Bam Adebayo.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Heat shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Grimes with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called, the Heat. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Heat.
And the guards doing what they can to create some offense. Sometimes that's what it takes to climb back into a game. That commitment to share the ball and trust your teammates. It can help you weather some...
Connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Connect with a wide-open look. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Connect. And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at...
Again, what an avalanche!
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
It's a bit of an awkward moment, Richard, for Dalton Connect on the Lakers. Traded away, but the trade was rescinded.
Stuff like that rarely happens, but it does happen. And Connect, he's got to understand that this is just a business, but it still stings a little bit.
That's why he's in this league. Connect is deadly from deep.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Guys?
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Yes, Adebayo. A different look for Miami. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Khalil Ware. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Ty Jerome in for Quentin Grimes.
We've seen this before. Reeves is a skilled offensive player. He can fill it up.
And Miami shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Connect finds Reeves. And another three for the Lakers.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Wiggins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
When he's at his best, he is a great rebounder of the ball. Wiggins with the great anticipation to get the board and the bucket.
And Connect gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge... Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's get this next bucket, and we got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Hardaway is out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Love in at center. Good on the three-point shot. Vincent's got himself on the board with three there.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Good-looking shot from Love. Understands when he should look to score.
Here's Finney Smith. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. He had a nice open look right there. Vincent's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The shot's good from Love.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
From downtown, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the Heat call time here. Lakers making a switch here. Connect's checked in, and a new group getting ready for Miami. Khalil Ware's checked in for Love. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Tyler Hero in for Ty Jerome. Connect finds Vanderbilt. Three-pointer. And again.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Good on the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. We've seen tonight the relentless nature of Connect, always in attack mode.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Miami's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
Look at the number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Dalton Connect.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments.
And another one!
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
It's Connect on the wing. Good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down.
And good, another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Luka, congrats on the win, but a quick turnaround right around the corner. What'll be the key to keeping it going?
Same as today, prepare hard for this game, play good defense, and, just keep attacking them. We just got to prepare ourselves.
Preparation is so much of it. Thanks, Luka. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Dalton Connect.
Monday, and thanks for joining us on on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Portland Trailblazers. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Rui Hachimura is out there with Dalton Connect. And it's Koloko in at the center position. Outside Connect puts it up. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
This Connect guy is a pure shooter.
It's offline from half court. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, that's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. And here's Connect outside. And Los Angeles, another 3.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Long range from the inbound. Knocks down the long J. Connect's got 8.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future. When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference. Dalton Connect.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Drills it from deep.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And here's Connect outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. Second, the Trailblazers.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
The half-court heave is off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. From downtown, he drops it from range. Connect's got 17 points.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Well, Clark, the Luka trade is perhaps the most shocking in NBA history. What was your initial reaction?
Oh, I was surprised, just like everybody else, B.A. I don't know anybody who wasn't surprised about it. You think about Luka and how he has produced in his time in the NBA. He appeared to be the face of the franchise for the Mavericks. But apparently there was some concern about his defensive effort and also perhaps his conditioning level not being where it needed to be for him to continue to play at the level he's been playing at.
And just unreal from outside with deep range. Connect is just knocked down.
And some changes here for Portland. Grant comes in for Kamara, and Simon has subbed in for McGowan. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Finney Smith checked in for Koloko. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Vincent's checked in for Reeves. And Milton subbed in for Luka Doncic.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
9th in field goal percentage, and they were top 10 in lowest opponent scoring. They were a team that watched a lot of film, did their homework, and were able to be pretty good on the defensive end.
And their offensive execution was simply outstanding. They finished in the top 10 in field goal percentage because of how disciplined and focused they were on playing to their strengths. Sends it home from three-point land. Connect's got 32 points in the game. And Portland has possession. Grant, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Man, it's nice to see Grant work his jump shot. I mean, if the defense is going to give it to him, he doesn't have any issue taking it, and he should because he's a reliable shooter.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
And here's Connect outside. And Los Angeles, another three.
Yeah, pretty easy to see that Connect was ready to make an impact in the NBA right away. Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Nails it from three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Los Angeles ball.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the three.
As a defender, Grant has terrific instincts. He just stays all over the shooter.
And Connect with the three. Connect's got 41.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
No one covering.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And so it's Los Angeles with zero pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Shake Milton. And it's Goodwin in at the three. Shot is good by Reeves.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Sissoko, he's checked in for Portland. And the Lakers also making a switch. Connect's checked in for Milton. That'll be a 5-second call. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Fifth, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
You're not going to be perfect. For the most part, they've really taken care of the ball.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Here's Sissoko. Yes, great play by Walker to set it up. Sissoko's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. That'll be a 5. Second call.
And in the last two possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
So for the Blazers, Kamara, he's checked in for Walker. McGowan's comes in for Grant. And it's Henderson in for Sissoko. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
It's been a comedy of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And that's his third turnover of the quarter. He's got to slow things down.
Timeout called, the Blazers. How about Dalton Connect really making a difference here?
They are getting cooked by this guy. I mean, they've got to regroup and figure something else out.
Portland has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Clark, last season, the Lakers reached 50 wins for the 34th time in franchise history. An incredible number.
Yeah, that's a big-time number, and only the Celtics have more 50-plus win seasons with 37 total, and I think the difference in championships is between these two franchises, the Celtics with 18 and the Lakers with 17. Consistent greatness for both franchises, clearly. Two pillars of the league.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court. They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Williams is checked in for Ayton. And then for Los Angeles, Hachimura comes in for Finney Smith. And Doncic has subbed in for Goodwin. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. McGowan's got his third bucket of the night.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Williams' shot is good. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The three is up. And good! There's another!
I mean, Chuck, a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for third most 60-point games in league history.
Second and second chance points, eighth in blocks. And they were solid in the steals category, top 15, a team you couldn't fall asleep against when handling the rock.
And what saved them in a lot of games, the second chance points. They were relentless on the offensive glass. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And here's Connect outside. And Los Angeles, another three.
He is dropping that three ball with remarkable consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Well, Dalton Connect, older than most from his class. You can see that in his game, Clark.
For sure. I mean, he came into the league, BA, at 23 years old, so you would expect some seasoning to be part of his package. I mean, there was a polish to his game that younger players often don't have, and because of that, he was able to make a pretty immediate impact on his team.
From deep, here's Doncic. Gets the three ball to go. Doncic has got 5.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Kamara. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
55 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Connect outside. And got it! Another basket!
That's 70!
He is unconscious. And that one's good. McGowan's 10 points for him.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Kamara. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
And it's Connect missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Henderson misses. The Lakers dominating the game. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Pass to Connect. Launches it. No good on the shot. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Los Angeles running away with it. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
With Tyrese Halliburton out, they lose one of their primary catalysts. He makes his offense run so smooth.
Yeah, he's one of the rising stars in this league, Shaq. He affects the game in winning in a big way.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Lakers. Appreciate you joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. How about Dalton Connect really making a difference here?
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Henderson. Robert Williams out there with Avdia. Then there's Toumani Camara, and it's McGowan's in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Now Doncic. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Finney Smith checked in for Connect, and James is subbed in for Reeves. Pass to Koloko. Takes a 3. Portland grabs the miss. And here's Henderson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Connect's checked in for Koloko.
Los Angeles substitution. Number 4, Dalton Connect.
And stolen by Williams. get the full court heave to fall.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
He rifled that one in from distance. Kamara's got 14 points for the game. To the middle. Pass to connect. From deep. The rebound by McGowans. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back over to you, Brian.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. For three, James. And another three for the Lakers.
A shot James just continues to work on. Nice execution off the catch there.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Connect outside. Knocks it down from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Pure from three-point range. Connect's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Avdia. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's McGowans. Off target with the three. The Lakers have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. And here's Connect outside. Good! Another from three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him. Closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Launches a three. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Connect outside. And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
And they're so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. And it's good! He hits another one!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Lets the three fly. Yet another bucket.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Walker comes in for Avdia. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Kamara. And Anthony Simons subbed in for McGowans. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. Vincent comes in for Doncic. And Milton subbed in for James. And here's Connect. He got it again! Sensational!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Great open look there. Grant's got 11 points.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Another bucket. Wow.
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence? What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Gabe Vincent out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Goodwin in at the small forward position.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Milton with it. Goodwin passes to Milton. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Ayton. It's deflected. Vincent outside. Takes the 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Williams is checked in for Portland. Finney-Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Connect comes in for Milton. And here's Connect up. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
And yes, another basket.
What a moment. It's one for the history books. Again,
did he?
Oh,
yeah! He did!
What an incredible shot.
Wow!
Yes, indeedy.
Obvious checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kamara comes in for Grant, and it's McGowan's in for Simons. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here, and for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
The Lakers have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth, and it's Connect missing. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
McGowan's gone 5 for 7 shooting. Connect with the ball. Henderson picks him up. And again for 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though.
That's a great job setting up Connect. Put him in a position to succeed, and that's key for a young player. Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. And here's Connect outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. He takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage on the road. You talk about a big-time performance.
Boy, it seems like every 3 he's throwing up is going in, guys. No stopping this guy once he gets going like this.
Kleba, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Milton comes in for Goodwin. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. they'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter here. And here's Connect outside. And another three for the Lakers.
Connect has a veteran's confidence from deep. He's very capable from that arc. He knows it.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Williams from long range. Another three for Portland.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
The dive for the ball. Oh, it's stolen.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Dalton Connect.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Here's Kamara. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Williams with it, guarded by Kleba. Out of bounds, it'll be Lakers ball.
Los Angeles ball.
And the Lakers making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Number 17, Dorian Finney-Smith.
And Milton's got the ball here for the Lakers. And here's Connect outside. Avdia pulls it in. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McGowan's. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Finney-Smith passes to Milton. Outside Connect. Beyond the arc. Portland with a rebound. Outside Kamara. Fires the three. The shot no good. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Dalton Connect.
And if you love me, but you never let me go. When the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Roof was on, let me love me, what you saw. Roof was on, let me love me, without ever.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Ali LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point guard. Wow, with all the player movement this offseason, Coach, some teams are clearly still trying to build their chemistry.
Yeah, Kevin, but what's tough is you've still got to try to win games while you're building that chemistry, and that can be a tough balance. It takes time, which is why some organizations prioritize continuity.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Connect gets it to go.
I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that proves he belongs in this league.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Ali LaForce.
I did briefly